Hello adventure seekers! Welcome to this new adventure. We are on our way to one of the 7 wonders of the world. We are in Petra. It is almost 7 a.m. The visitor center of Petra opens up at 6:30 and we decided to come here early to avoid the heat wave and also the crowds. And I'm going to take you with me through the tour to Petra and also explain you how everything here works. Petra was the last stop of our road trip through Jordan. I hope you've seen the other videos of the road trip already. If not, check out the links in the description below. If you want to visit Petra, you will most likely stay in the village of Wadi Musa. We arrived there one night before, and in case you are looking for a place to have dinner at, I can highly recommend you Sana'a Yemen restaurant, as the food there is delicious, not too expensive, and the owner is super fun to talk to. Now, if you want to enter Petra, you have two options. Either you pay 40 euros or you use the Jordan Pass. The Jordan Pass gives you an option to enter Petra either 1 day, 2 days or 3 days. Of course, the Jordan Pass will be more expensive the more days you want to spend here. And the Jordan Pass starts at 70 dinars. Now you may think this is more expensive than only Petra, but the Jordan Pass is not only Petra, it waives the visa fee and also frees you of the entry fee of many places, tourist attractions here in Jordan. Whether you buy the tickets or use the Jordan Pass, you have to enter the visitor center and either way pay the ticket or show your Jordan Pass to receive your entrance ticket in return. If you want to get more information about when it makes sense to purchase the Jordan Pass, make sure to check out part 1 of my Jordan travel guide. After getting the ticket, you will start your walk. You will be offered a horse ride to the entrance of the Sea Canyon. That would be included in the entrance fee already, but I personally am not a huge fan of animal tourism, so I decided to decline the offer and I did the 30 minutes walk towards the treasury by myself. Another reason why I prefer to walk is that you can do this on your own pace. On your way, you will already find some first archaeological sites of Petra, from small carvings into the rocks to houses. And also the Sea Canyon is super impressive and you will want to fully enjoy it. After 30 minutes of walking, you will reach one of the most famous archaeological sites of Petra. Here on the square in front of the treasury, you will find a lot of guides that will offer you camel rides or a visit to a viewpoint. This is the treasury here behind me. Now here at this place there are different viewpoints in the area. The most famous viewpoint, if you Google this place, you will always see pictures from that viewpoint. You will have to pay 7 dinars per person to get up there because you cannot walk up there by yourself. It is simply not allowed because apparently the walk up there is a little bit difficult and therefore you will need to pay a guide. It takes 5 minutes to get up there and then you can take your photos here at this spot. Alright guys, we will get up the viewpoint. Make sure to bargain it a little bit because they will tell you prices in between 6 and 10 dinars, so make sure to bargain a little bit. There's also a souvenir shop here in the background. We will walk up to the viewpoint now and then I will show you the view from above. This is probably the most touristic spot of Petra. For me it was worth going up there anyway, as the view over the treasury is really impressive. We just arrived at the viewpoint. It is a very beautiful viewpoint. They will serve you tea here and there's also places to rest and of course also a lot of space to enjoy the view of the treasury. This is the most famous Instagram spot here at the treasury. The walk up here was easy. It was short. I don't think it took us 5 minutes to get up here. The square is impressive with all the camels. Here again you will have the option to pay for a camel ride. But honestly, I felt very sorry for these majestic animals. it's time to continue the way all the way to the monastery. It will be a long hike. All the way to the monastery it will take around 3 hours. So it will be a very long way, but it's one of the most famous places and I'm very excited to get to know it. One of the reasons why I'd recommend you to come here early is also because you will want to take your time on your way to the monastery, so that you can discover all of the hidden places, such as this cute little cafe that is located very close to the treasury. There is the main path that you will take, but along that path there are other little detours where you can discover other hidden sites of Petra. So plan at least 3.5 to 4 hours for only one way all the way to the monastery. And then of course the same amount of time to come back. To be honest, I was surprised by the size of Petra, as you usually only see the same 2 spots. I didn't know before that I'd be walking 8 hours in total through the ancient city. Let me know in the comments below if you would have guessed that you can actually spend a whole day or even 2 or 3 days there to explore it all. Here behind me you can see the theater. It does remind me of a Roman theater. It looks quite similar, the architecture, and it's pretty impressive. The theater can accommodate up to 4,000 people, and it is the only theater in the world that has been carved into a rock. Until today, it is still unknown when exactly Petra has been built. But what we can say for sure is that it has been the capital of the Nabatean Empire in the 1st century BC. It was a thriving empire and very important for trading here in this area. Later on, it has been annexed to a Roman Empire and continued to thrive until the year 363, when an earthquake destroyed this city. With that earthquake, a lot of people left the city and left it abandoned. And that was also the end of the thriving capital of Petra. This place is called the Royal Tombs. It is a great area of 4 tombs in total. This part here behind me is only the upper part of one of the tombs that are down. And this part is right in front of the main road that we have been walking all this time. You have to climb a little bit up, and then you get to the lower part with the 4 tombs, and do not miss out on this upper part here because this one is super impressive. This here is the colonnaded street. It used to be one of the main shopping areas of the ancient Petra. It is a long walk all the way through Petra, yes, but be sure that it will never get boring. This temple here behind me was the most important and main temple here in Petra. The temple dates to the first half of the 1st century AD, and it is up to 23 meters high. Now this is the last part of the main trail. There are toilets here, there's a restaurant here, so you can eat and drink and go to the bathroom before you keep going to the last part of the Petra area, which is the monastery. That is the furthest point that you can go. Alright guys, we gotta climb all these stairs behind me. I think it's going to be quite a long hike now, and probably a very exhausting one as well. The sun is quite strong already. It's about 10 AM right now, and we still have a long way to go. Make sure to leave the main path whenever you can to explore further, less famous sites of Petra. Now guys, this over there is the lion cave. It's got its name because there are 2 lions caved on both sides of the entrance door. This is the entrance of the lion cave. You can see here the 2 lions that I have mentioned before. They aren't clearly visible anymore. This place is quite old, so. And we can also enter it. There's not that much to see. It's a very impressive hall with high walls, but there's nothing here inside. We just heard that we need to walk about 30 minutes more to the monastery, and it will just go a little bit more uphill, but 30 minutes is not too bad. Here we are, still climbing up the stairs. It is a bit exhausting, but not too hard.
It's just that the heat is kind of killing me little by little. But we are about halfway through. With every step, with every stair, we are getting closer to the goal and to the main attraction of Petra.
Luckily, there were some pretty amazing breakpoints in between though. And then we reached our goal, the monastery of Petra.
This is it. We made it to the end of this trek. This behind me here is the monastery, one of the biggest monuments here in Petra and also one of the most famous ones. This place dates back to the early 2nd century AD and has been used for religious reunions. You cannot enter this monument, that is forbidden, so unless you want to risk a fee, do not enter it. And well, this is it. This is the end of this trek. We are now going to explore a little bit the area. There are 2 viewpoints here that we are going to check out to get a nice view over the monument. So this is the view from one of the viewpoints that I showed you down there. You can see the monastery here in the background. It does look tiny from up here. It measures more than 48 meters. And you can even see the village where we stay, the Wadi Musa village here in the background.
In this area there are actually further viewpoints and I'd recommend you to take your time there and also get a nice view over the mountains behind the monastery.
Alright you guys, this is it here from Petra, and this is also the last view that I wanted to show you here of Jordan. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely did enjoy this journey. And I would highly appreciate it if you'd support my work by giving me a thumbs up if you like this video. And of course, as always, leave me all of your comments here below in the comment sections. I will answer all of them later. Now this was it here from Jordan, but I'm going on further adventures, so make sure to subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any of my next adventures. See you in the next video.